Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Pits of Metal Chaos. This is Dave. I got a special guest, Defiance, Monster God bassist Mike Kaufmann. How's it going, Mike?
Pretty good. How's it going?
Pretty good, man. So you excited about coming to Milwaukee for the Blades of Metal Festival next year?
Oh yeah, for sure, man. It's been
Blades of
it's
Steel.
close to
Blades of Steel, not Blades of Metal.
right. Yeah, it's been like 30 years since we played there last. But that was one of my favorite places that we played in the U.S. for sure.
that Did you guys play Milwaukee Metal Fest?
Yeah, we did back in 1990 with Death Angel and Forbidden and
Yeah, I was at
and
that one. I knew I seen you
oh
guys.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We played there again a couple months later when we were on tour with Violence and Flotsam and Jetsam. I think we played the same place like 2 months later, something like that. Yeah, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, those Milwaukee Metal Fest, they went early and went all the way till late at night. It was like a real long day.
Right. And it's good to see Randy carrying the torch, so to speak.
It's good to see
Sure.
good to see Defiance back out there, man.
Yeah. It's been a while. What's so cool about it is that we got Steve and Matt back on board. We did this reunion about 10 years ago, something like that. But we had a different drummer and a different singer for that. It just didn't feel right. I mean, it was cool; those guys were great, but it just it didn't really feel right. So I'm pretty happy about this.
Yeah, it's pretty cool seeing the Bay Area thrashers come out like Violence. Now you guys, eh.
Right. Yeah, Violence are our bros for sure. We know, you know, go way back with those guys. We're hoping to do some shows with them in the future too.
Yeah, man. So what's going on, man? How the other band, Monster God? What's going on with that band?
Well, Monster God is I've been doing Monster God for about 2.5 years now, and I love playing in this band because it's a complete 180 from Defiance. I mean, it's total doom metal, and I'm not just into thrash. I love playing thrash, but this is total doom. I get a chance. It's a 3-piece. I get a chance to play. Use my wah and distortion on my bass a lot more, and it's a lot of fun. Not the Defiance isn't fun, but I have a lot of fun playing in Monster God. Plus, we play locally all the time, and excuse me, and we just recorded released an EP on AIW Records back in March, so we're happy about that. We're getting ready to record an album next year.
Yeah, I love doom metal too, man. I love the band Trouble that from here in Illinois, man.
Oh fuck yeah. We played. We played with Crowbar. We've done a couple shows with Skin Lab. Um, we I can't. We played around here at least 20 times.
The Skull, that's another, the Trouble original Trouble singers in the Skull.
Yeah. I love that stuff. Sure.
And then
Yeah.
Candlemass, all that good doom metal, man.
Oh yeah, man. I'm real into Dope Lord. Not sure if you've heard of them.
You,
But yeah.
you ever hear Castle?
Yeah. But I've heard of them. Haven't listened to them, but I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, it's a good band.
I heard they got like a Doom Fest going on. Randy got some kind of Doom Fest going on out there also. So that's probably pretty cool. So we're looking to play out with that band too. Going to kind of see how Defiance goes and see if I can juggle both bands.
So what's the last show you played with Monster God?
The last show I did with Monster God was like 3-4 weeks ago. Have you heard of Patriot?
Yeah.
Yeah, we played with Patriot at Slim's. the Pack show. It was just I think maybe 4 weeks ago. That was the last show we did there, and then we played the Redwood Metal Fest before that, and then we just got asked to play the Redwood Doom Fest, which comes the week after we play the Milwaukee Fest. So those are kind of back to back, I guess. So that should be a lot of fun. Sure.
So how the short
yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
How the Short Hatred go?
The Hatred show, it was awesome, man. It was I love playing Slims. I don't know if you've ever been out here, but it was like, as far as I'm concerned, one of the best places to play in the Bay Area. All the big bands play there. I've been lucky enough to play there a few times. Never with Defiance, but with other bands. So, maybe someday.
Yeah. So now with Defiance, are you guys gonna do any new recordings, man?
Well, we Steve and I were talking about possibly doing another album. I think we're going to kind of see how the shows go. And, one thing is Matt, our drummer, lives in New York City, so it kind of makes it a little difficult to get together with him. So he's actually flying out here to practice with us for this show and any other shows that we might do. Excuse me. And so we're going to see how that goes. We don't want to do it with another drummer. We really want to keep it with the members that are left. We lost Doug, our guitar player, to cancer a few years back, and that was pretty difficult. So kind of decided to just, keep it with the rest of us.
Yeah.
And we recruited a guy named Billy DeRoot, who is playing guitar for us now. He comes from a band called Cultural Warfare, who's really good out here. So we're pretty excited about that. I just announced that on our page, I think yesterday. So yeah, he's a badass band guitar player.
Yeah, I remember when Defiance first hit the scene. One of my buddies turned me on to you guys. He's like, "Hey, you like Testament? Listen to these guys. It's kind of sounds like Chuck." He's like, "Kind of sounds like Chuck Billy."
Yeah, we've been getting that hounded with that for years, man. We've been, getting the comparison to Testament. I got to tell you, it was not intentional. It's just kind of, I love Testament. I grew up with them. Any comparison was just because I guess Steve kind of sounded like and looked like Chuck Billy a little bit. I can guarantee you his vocal style is nothing like Chuck's anymore. But, yeah, we've been getting that for years.
Yeah. So now, Mike, let me get a little bit about your history in music. What age did you start playing bass?
I'm sorry, say that again?
What age did you start playing the bass?
I was 15 years old, and I pretty much got in a band. I think I was 16 years old. I pretty much got in a band right after that. So I started playing in a band right after I started playing bass, pretty much, which is a great way to learn.
Now,
I got. Sorry.
Were you self-taught, or did you take lessons?
I was pretty much self-taught. I had a guy, a friend of mine, showing me some stuff. One of the things he said, is always use your fingers, don't ever use a pick, and I kind of stuck with that. And so I've never played bass with a pick, which is kind of hard playing thrash music, but I think it sounds better that way.
So at 15, when you jumped in this band, what was it, a cover band?
No, definitely not. No, I had a band called, the first band I had was called Hell's Fury. We did one show and then broke up, and then that's when I met Matt Vanderen and Brad Bowers, and we started Defiance when I was 18 years old. And that's how that all started. We started off as a three-piece with no singer, and we just play like parties and stuff like that. And it kind of went on from there. One of our first shows was with Legacy, who went on to be Testament.
Right.
And that was the infamous Bloodbath, which was a great show for us.
Now, was that when Zetro was singing?
Yep, Zetro was in the band back then, yeah. I just did an interview with Zetro on his show a few weeks ago. He's got that show, Toxic Vault. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Cool. Yeah, I saw something about that on Facebook.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, that was one of our first shows, and when one of the reasons Roadrunner Records heard of us through that show, got a hold of our demo, and we ended up signing with them shortly after.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, and then like I said, we went through some hard times. Thrash kind of died out in the early '90s, and we broke up.
You had Nirvana and all that shit come in back.
yeah, the grunge. Hey, nothing against grunge.
Right, yeah. Soundgarden was a good band.
I love Soundgarden. Yeah, for sure. I was never a Pearl Jam fan, that's for sure. But Soundgarden and Nirvana were cool. Alice in Chains. It kind of ran its course too.
Yeah.
But yeah, Thrash is back alive.
Oh yeah.
That violent show that was here a few months ago, man. That was amazing.
Yeah, I know Violence was just up this way recently, but I wasn't able to make it. But it's about maybe 4 or 5 hours from me at that Full Terror Assault Festival in Cave and Rock, Illinois.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're playing a lot, man. It's kind of surprising because I know Dean, and a lot of those guys have jobs that they have, and I know it's been kind of stressful doing all these shows that they're doing. But hey, I'm glad to see it. They just set up another show here next April.
Yeah, hopefully we get some. Hopefully we get some new material out of them boys.
Absolutely. Yeah, we played with them so many times back in the day. So yeah, that would be fun for sure.
Yeah, then back I was able to see Forbidden on the Omega Wave tour like 4 times.
Oh yeah? How long ago was that?
That was what was it? Omega Wave was like 2011, something like that. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Because they put out an album right after we did our last album. We put out an album, I think, in 2009. And they did one shortly after that. They had the same drummer as us, Mark Hernandez.
Yeah, Mark the Shark.
Kick-ass drummer. Yep, Shark. You know him?
Yeah, I met him on the Forbidden tour.
Yeah, great guy. Yeah, he played drums on the last Defiance album.
Yeah, he's a fucking awesome drummer, man.
For sure. Yeah, but we're definitely happy to have our original guy back. By the way, he does percussion for the play Wicked in New York on Broadway now.
Really?
Yep. He's an amazing drummer for sure.
Oh, that's kick-ass, man.
We were very happy to hear that he wanted to come back. So that's definitely a good thing.
Now, who formed Defiance? You formed them?
Yeah, it was pretty much me and Matt and our original guitar player Brad Bowers who formed Defiance, and it kind of went on from there. I think I'm the only member who's been in the band from beginning to end.
So how'd you guys pick out the name Defiance?
That actually was that name. Our original guitar player Brad Bowers came up with that, and so I got to credit him with that. It was not my idea, but yeah, definitely a cool name. But yeah, most of the songs were written. Like 75% of our songs were written by Doug Harrington, who passed away 13 years ago of cancer. So we weren't sure if we ever want to do anything again. So kind of cool to have this happen now.
Well, I'm sure Doug would want you guys to, keep going.
That's exactly why we're doing it, because we know that he would want that.
So now, with Defiance, what was your favorite tour that you did with that band?
The favorite tour?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely that Violence one. We toured a little bit with Annihilator and Dark Angel, but yeah, that Violence one was definitely killer. We never had a chance to go to Europe, so we're hoping that'll happen.
Now, you guys got a big following in Europe. I mean, you get a lot of fans talking to you from Europe.
For sure, yeah, people are definitely, always saying we got to come out there. So we're hoping it happens. Maybe Keep It True Festival or something like that next year.
Yeah, back in the '80s when you had the Bay Area thing, back in the '80s, you didn't have social media. Now you got the social media. Now you can
Right.
talk to all these people out in other countries, other states, everything.
Yeah, I've still got like a huge bag of fan mail from back in the 80s and 90s because that was the only way people could contact us. So, I got this big bag of fan mail, and now, nobody gets fan mail anymore because they got Facebook and stuff.
Yeah, I had a buddy who used to go look he used to look like the back of Metal Forces magazine. I look for the pen bangers and do the tape trade and all that.
Right.
Yeah.
Trade, yeah. Hey, that's how Metallica did it
Yeah.
back in the day. I was here back when they started out. I was at one of their very first shows ever, so that's how I started.
Yeah, back then, you had to make out of your flyers and hang them up all over us on the pole,
Yeah.
on the poles and everywhere.
Oh yeah, I did that. Yeah, that was fun though, making your own flyers. Nobody does that anymore.
Man, I love flyers, man. I love to collect them, man.
Shit, I got hundreds of them. I mean, if you look on our Facebook page, you can just look in the picture section. I think I got maybe 3 or 4 dozen flyers there. Some are pretty cool. We had some great artists back then.
Yeah, I used to love going to shows and getting flyers, man, bringing them home.
Yep, and just kind of wallpaper your house.
Yeah,
you
they
know.
they were cool to get
Yeah,
signed by the band too.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, my wife won't let me put flyers on the wall here now.
That and it's cool that vinyl's coming back too, man.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. You should have seen the show. They sold out 2 nights at the Metro here, and it was badass.
No,
And still
not
leaving.
not violence. I said vinyl.
Oh, I thought you said violence. Sorry, man. I
That's
confused.
cool that
Yeah,
vinyl's making a comeback. That's pretty cool, man.
yeah. I've got some. I've still got all my vinyl from back in the day. I never got rid of it. Still on turntable. Nothing like putting on some vinyl, man. Sounds different. Sounds better.
Yeah, vinyls are good to get. They're big, so they're good to get signed by the band too, man.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, bring one to the show on when I see you, man. I'll get everybody to sign it.
Yeah, this should.
If you have one.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good show, man.
Yeah. I guess they got Ripper Owens
Yeah,
playing also.
yeah, with
Yeah,
that
that's killer, man.
three tremors.
Right. I've never seen them before, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. They're playing Friday night.
Yeah, Ripper and Harry from Jack Panzer, and then Sean Peck from Cage. Yeah.
Right, right. Cool, yeah, and who else is playing? Toxic. They used to be on the same label as us.
Yeah, it's another good thrash band.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully, I was hoping to get Realm on there since Realm is from Milwaukee, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, they just
But
did. They just did a show over the summer. Like they got back together and did a show out in
were you
Wisconsin.
there?
No, I missed it, man.
Yeah, yeah. They played that Milwaukee Fest that we played. They were cool. They used to do that Beatles cover.
Yeah, Eleanor Rigby.
Right. Yeah, I like them a lot, man. I really wanted them to get on the bill, but I guess I really couldn't get them.
I don't know. Is he done? Is he done adding bands for that festival? Yeah, I don't even know if he's still adding more bands.
I really don't know, man. I'm not sure. I haven't talked to him in a couple weeks. I think he was trying to get Atrophy, and I think he was still trying to get Realm and a few other bands. So I don't think he's done yet. I mean, they got 3 nights to fill.
Yeah, never say never, man.
Yeah, right.
He might get
people,
Realm.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, people said we would never play again, and then here we are.
Yeah.
You know, it all kind of boiled down to Steve, because Steve is so busy with Skin Lab, and I wasn't going to do anything unless Steve was involved. And he said he wanted to do it, so hey, here we are. And hey, I'm a big Skin Lab fan, so that's cool. And they got a new album coming out, I think, next week.
Yeah, I did an interview with Steve last year.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, he's my homie. Sure. So yeah, like I was saying before, we're talking about doing an album next year. We'll see how it goes.
No, that's the only show you guys got planned for right now.
Right now, we're expecting more. We're just kind of, we're getting offers, and we're just kind of seeing what's out there. I think we want to hold off, and we're not going to start playing until next year. So we're going to see what happens, and we're trying to get some good management. And, see what happens. Like I said, we're hoping to play in Europe, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So have you seen have you got to see the band that Craig Cicero plays in out there yet?
Oh yeah, we played with them a couple times. Dress the Dead,
Yeah.
Mark Hernandez in that band too. Yeah, I love them, man. They're killing. And what's her name? I can't remember the singer's name. She's got this damn Witch Mountain that just, I guess they were just on tour with COC. Kayla, yeah, she's badass. Yeah, I really like them. We played at Twins with them last year. My band Monster God did.
Now, does Monster God have any shows coming up at all?
Just that Doom Fest, right? We just played a whole bunch of shows. Oh yeah, we got a show coming up with Skin Lab. I'm not supposed to say anything. It's like a secret show, so I'll just leave it at that. And we got the Doom Fest coming up next April. But yeah, we play a lot.
Now,
hopefully we'll play out there sometime.
How many recordings does Monster God have?
Just the one EP, 5-song EP. It's pretty cool. We recorded it at Trident Studios with Juan Ortega, and we're getting ready to do a video for it. So I'll send you a link.
All right, man.
Sure. Yeah, it'll be good to finally meet you out there.
Yeah.
You're going for sure?
Yeah, I'll be there, man.
All right, right on. Well, looking forward to it.
Yeah, because the way he has it, it's like two clubs where they're pretty much cross street from each other. You just go from club to club.
Oh, you mean the Garibaldi's is what is this called? Club Garibaldi.
Yeah, Claire Body, and then I can't remember the other club's name now.
They're right across the street from each other.
Pretty much. Yeah. So you got
Yeah, I haven't been to Milwaukee in a long time, man. I've still got some friends out there, so I'm looking forward to it.
so you got bands playing in both venues.
Right on. That's cool. Yeah, it should be a blast.
Yeah, Randy's fests are always awesome, man.
Cool. Were there a lot of people there last year?
Oh yeah,
Right on.
yeah.
Yep.
Anvil played. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Get ready, relearning all these songs, man. It's tough after playing doom metal, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
And having to get my ass back in shape, you know.
Yep. Back to the thrash, man.
Absolutely, man. It's not doom. Even I mean, hey, we Monster God, we're tuned to C, and then in Defiance, it's tune 440, man. It's just like even the string tension is just like way different, you know. So it was like it's a big difference. I haven't played those songs in years, so I started practicing them again last month, man. It was a big difference.
So what was the biggest festival you played with Defiance?
Uh, we did a few in the Bay Area that were pretty big, but that Milwaukee Metal Fest was pretty big. We did something here with all the Bay Area thrash bands, Testament, Exodus, Death Angel, which was like the what do you call it? It was the last show at the Stone in San Francisco. Not sure if you ever heard of that. And that was pretty big. And then we did the Monsters of Rock pre-party back in I think 1988, which was huge. But that was pretty big. I guess you could call that a festival. Yeah, we did some pretty big shows. That Milwaukee one was definitely one of the biggest. So that was a lot of fun. Jack Koshik.
Yep.
Right. Didn't he pass away?
I'm not sure on that one.
Yeah, I think he did. That's why they don't do it anymore. Why he doesn't do it anymore. Yeah, great guy. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So now, Mike, what would you consider to be your fondest memory of Defiance?
Oh man, there's so many of them. Um, uh, you know, you know, I guess jamming with my buds. You know, Doug Harrington was my best friend, and it was a pleasure playing with him for all those years. From the first show to the last, so many great memories. I can't really pinpoint one of them. You know, Milwaukee Metal Fest was one of them. That was such an awesome time, and every show we did with Violence, the Bloodbath with Legacy was definitely one of them. Recording all the first three albums was a great experience. So, you know, the whole thing, I can't really, you know, pinpoint one. Yeah, it was all a great time.
Now, can you think of one of your most embarrassing moments on stage with Defiance?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Can you think of one of your most embarrassing moments on stage with?
Embarrassing. uh, uh, one, I can't really say embarrassing. I once fucked up the beginning of Killers. I think that was kind of embarrassing. Other I can't really. One time we played with Angel Witch. It was, and I remember it was like one of our first shows right after we signed with Roadrunner, and everybody was there to see Angel Witch. Nobody had even heard of us. And so, like, when we were playing, just like everybody was just kind of standing there. You know, we did a song, nobody clapped, nobody did anything. So that was kind of a drag. Then, of course, Angel Witch comes on, everybody's all into it. You know,
Yeah,
it's a tough
yeah.
crowd, but not. I mean, I wouldn't call that embarrassing. It was kind of lame, but that was the only time that ever happened. We always had a great crowd.
So now, after all these years in the music business, what would you consider to be the pros and the cons?
The pros and the cons. Wow. Music business. Well, you know, it's changed a lot. Nowadays, I mean, you know, like you got social media now, so that's really great, except that it's really hard to sell music now because you don't have to buy it to get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, so, you know, that's definitely, so that's a con. And, you know, pros, you know, you got social media, so it's so easy to get your name out there. But, you know, back in the day, you know, it was just really hard for us to get on good tours and everything. So we were really lucky to get that Violence thing when we did. You know, I can't really say other than that. I mean, it's hard to be in a band because it's like a marriage, you know. So it's never easy, but, you know, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, then nowadays in this day and age, you gotta do it for the love of the music and not for the money anymore.
Yeah, for sure.
Now you
Definitely. Yeah,
now all you make money on is like merch.
yeah, right. Well, yeah, hey, you even got to give up some of your merch if you sign a record deal. I know when Monster got signed, we had to give up half our merch just to get the record deal, which is pretty standard nowadays. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
yeah, but like when we signed with Roadrunner, I mean, you don't get deals like that anymore. You know, we got a lot of money. You know, they gave us advances. They bought us all new equipment. They definitely didn't take our merch, but you know, we got royalty checks. We were put on salary, and you don't get that anymore. You know, not for bands like us anyway.
yeah. Now you go out in like a little van or a little camper, motorhome.
Right. For sure, definitely. But hey, it's all good. You know, it's fun. You got to do it for the love of the music, like you said.
So, what kind of advice would you give up and coming bands?
Uh, and you know, people say, hey, don't ever put all your eggs in one basket or whatever. Well, I don't know about that. You know, I'd say if you want it, you got to go after it. You know, give it your all, at least for a while, and see what happens. Yeah, surround yourself with good musicians, people you like, and go after what you love.
Now, what bass players were inspirational to you?
Well, growing up, it was definitely Steve Harris. Was my big influence. But you know, I really love Cliff Burton and what he did, and you know, as far as influence goes. But there's so many great ones. You know, Geddy Lee. You know, I like the old great bass players. I love Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers. You know, there's so many of them. But yeah, you know, I gotta say that Cliff Burton is pretty much my favorite.
Yeah, what do you think about Steve DiGiorgio?
Oh man, that out there. Yeah, I know Steve. He's in Testament now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's sick, man. He's great. He was in Status. Yeah. It's so, he's never like a big influence on me. It's so weird, you grow up around these guys, But yeah, he's an awesome bass player. I was really kind of surprised when he joined Testament. Yeah, I think Greg Christian should be in that
Is Greg still playing with Trauma?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I just talked to Greg not too long ago. He lives just a few miles away from me. Yeah, Greg's a great guy, man.
Now, what is the bass? Your bass guitar. What's your go-to bass that you play?
I've got a bunch of basses. I actually made a couple too, but I've been playing the same bass that I love for 30 years. It's this old Ibanez bass. It was Proline. I'm on my third neck, because I've warped a couple of them. But that is my go-to bass. But I also have a Traven Array Limited that I play too. But yeah, my Ibanez is my favorite bass.
So how many basses you own altogether?
8 basses. Plus, I got an acoustic Ibanez. I mess around on. I love my acoustic bass too.
Now, you play any other instruments besides the bass?
I got a drum kit at home I play on, and I play a little guitar and keyboard. That's about it. I'm trying to teach my daughter to play drums, so I got somebody to jam with at home.
How old's your daughter?
13. She's in another room talking to her friends right now. She should be doing her homework. She just said, what? Okay. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, she needs to get back on that drum kit.
So what kind of rack do you use?
What kind of what?
What kind of rack do you use for your bass?
I got a Ampeg SVT 1000 that I love, and a 810 Ampeg cabinet. I used to use a GK RB800 for years, and I scrapped that a long time ago. You cannot go wrong with Ampeg for bass, anyway. So yeah, I love it, man. I love it, especially in Monster God. Because the bass is such a dominant part of the band. So it just, it makes the house shake.
So who writes all the lyrics for the band Monster God?
Oh, our singer writes all the lyrics.
How about the
But we all...
You all write the music?
Yeah, we all write the music. Pretty much collective effort there. But yeah, Mike Smario writes all the lyrics. Like I said, we're a 3-piece, but we are loud, and we will shake the house for sure. Like I said, I'll send you a link so you can hear it.
Now, Mike, what was the first concert you ever attended?
Van Halen, 1981. It was the Fair Warning tour. And you asked me my second show, it was Metallica at Wolfgang's, one of their first shows ever. I was only, I think, 15 years old when I went to that show. And that just blew me away. There was hardly anybody there. But yeah, Dave Mustaine. Yeah, that was like right after the Van Halen. So I gotta, yeah. Metallica just blew me away though back then.
That's kick-ass, man.
Yeah, I was very lucky. And every time they played the Barry, I went, which was pretty often. They used to play seemed like they used to play every 3 weeks or so. It was pretty cool.
So who are your top three favorite bands of a lifetime?
You might laugh, but I still love Metallica, old Metallica. You know, I'm not really into the new stuff, but Metallica, Black Sabbath, and probably Acid Bath. Love Acid Bath.
Now, would you say Black Sabbath started metal?
Black Sabbath, what?
Would you say Black Sabbath started heavy metal?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean they're the most innovative band in history as far as I'm concerned.
You know, you get some people.
Brilliant.
Some people will say, "Oh, Blue Cheer started heavy metal,"
Yeah.
or they'll
Yeah.
say
Right.
the Inagata Vita was just sort of a start of metal, or the Beatles, Helter Skelter. You know,
Yeah. 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 Well, you know what? All those bands, like the Beatles, I know were big influences on Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath. So without the Beatles, you don't have Black Sabbath.
yeah,
So but the Beatles are definitely not heavy metal. That's why I think Black Sabbath kind of started it. Tony Iommi with that killer guitar tone and those riffs. Still listen to it. And yeah, I'm a big Acid Bath fan too. Even though they only did a couple albums.
Now, what musical people inspire you? Doesn't even have doesn't have to be bass players, just musical people in general.
Um, well, James Hetfield was very inspiring to me when I was growing up. I was friends with him for a while, and I mean, I guess I still am. I just haven't talked to him in a long time. But yeah, he was a big inspiration to me. Actually, gave me a lot of advice when I was starting out. He went to a lot of our shows. Um, yeah, that was probably my biggest inspiration was Metallica and James for sure.
Yeah, I was just watching a clip earlier today from the when UFO just played out there in California when Kirk Hammett was on
Yeah,
stage.
I saw that on your page with Kirk Hammett.
Yeah,
I was just watching that before you called me. That was pretty cool.
Doctor, yeah.
You're right, yeah. Funny you mentioned that, yeah. But yeah, also I'd say Machine Head. You know, I love old Machine Head. They definitely brought something new to the scene back in the day.
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool to see Machine out at the tour they're gonna do with when they're gonna do the whole "Burn My Eyes" album in its entirety
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's I'm not going to miss that one.
with Chris Cantos on drums and
Yeah, yeah. I talked to Chris. He's stoked, man. He's real excited about it for sure. That's going to be a good one. Yeah, I love Machine. Machine Head. Their very first show ever was opening for Defiance back in 1992. That was their first show. A lot of people don't know that.
oh, that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Right when after Rob left Violence.
Yeah, earlier this year I had Phil Demo did an interview with me.
You did an interview with Phil?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good guy, man. He was at the show we did at Slim's. Phil's a great guy, man. Trying to talk him into doing some shows with us, so we'll see what happens with that.
Well, Mike, I want to thank you for taking time to do the interview tonight, man.
Hey, no problem, man. Hopefully you won't have any more power outages out there.
Nah, it's just real windy and stormy today. Well, it wasn't really stormy. It's
Yeah.
just real windy. Yeah.
That's a windy city, right? Or you live outside of Chicago?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
so, so you have any final words?
No, just looking forward to the Milwaukee show. So, whoever's listening, hope you can make it. It'll be a great show for sure.
Awesome. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing you there.
Awesome. Well, you have a great night, Mike, and thanks again.
You too, man. Thanks for calling. And